Let's do it, chat. Another big draft here in 2028 for our two teams. Let's do this and see how it goes. Let's do it. The 2028 draft again. My mermen have the first overall pick in this draft. I don't have a generational talent to select. That's okay. Chat will be at 6th overall. You're pretty much guaranteed to get a good player. Especially because I'm probably going to have to take the reliever, Cervantes. I'm going to add him to the queue, although it could be Escalona. What else do I have info on? Because Escalona was available. I'm going to do what I always do at the start of every draft. And get my short list together since I have much fewer options overall than you guys do. Fucking Kirby Nakajima from Mississippi. What a piss take. What a piss take. It does actually look like I have some good players at the top of my board, though. And that's obviously very good news for me. Oh, man, look at this drop-off of talent, by the way. Look at this drop-off. Barry Cox, Walter Matsui, Richie Molina. I'll just have to make sure I choose the right guy here. Am I almost to non-ranked territory? Even though I'm still pretty much going to want to go through. I guess I could fast look. Okay, I could fast look. So for me, first round projected players, there's 4. There's the starting pitcher, Russell Yu, out of South Korea. There's starting pitcher, Mauricio Villanueva, who is no doubt a first rounder. Russ might fall around too. There's no doubt Villanueva is a top 10 pick, in my scout's opinion. But then there's also him being directly compared to Federico Escalona, who my scouts like even more. And then there's the reliever, Edmund Cervantes, who is pretty much as close to an A potential guarantee as I can get. I have 2 closers here. My next pick after this isn't until pick number 40. 2 starters, 2 closers. Typically, you'd go with the starter. I feel like I have to go with the best of the bunch. I have to. I have no choice. I can't guarantee myself anybody else. I am going to take the 21-year-old reliever, Edmund Cervantes, first overall in this draft. I have no choice. I have no choice. I think Cervantes, 66 overall minimum. It's got to be Edmund. I can't try to go 2 for 1. I can't guarantee that Cervantes would still be there if I took a starter now. Edmund, welcome to Atlantis. It'll show you in your old Marlins gear. In a Marlins jacket. Rip it off because you're a merman now. Welcome in, Edmund. Second overall, the Nationals take starting pitcher Kevin Garcia, who was projected top 10. So no controversy there. And third overall, the White Sox take Junior Berger, or Berger if you prefer, a top 5 projected second baseman. For the record, your scouts really liked Kevin Garcia, and they also liked Junior as a top 10 pick. But 2 picks to go before you guys are on the board to get whoever's left. Carlos Ortiz is off the board at 4. That's rough. That would have been a great pickup for you guys at catcher. And Ozzie Caruso, who you guys didn't even scout, is there. So let's see who's available for you guys. You got the closer, Paul Wild. Now, it is worth noting your next pick is not until pick number 39. So you can't really try to game the system. You got to go for whoever you think is best. Paul Wild is nearly a guarantee A potential closer. The 21-year-old out of Pennsylvania. There's the center fielder, Marcus Weber. Looks to be very well-rounded. Not a guaranteed A. There's also Sherman Sherman. Big Sherm out of Canada. 21 years old. Escalona you cannot get. There is Josh Diaz, another closer, but the potential ranges for Diaz and Sandoval close. These top three all have at least a minimum of an 80 potential, as does closer Pedro Eliz, but he's further down the board. Left fielder Danny Flores does as well. I mean, I know it's Henninger, but it's the internet, man. Ooh, there's also Dino Acosta, but he's 23, even though he's close to an A potential. So, again, you got the 87 to 97 closer, 21-year-old Paul Wild. 84 to 94 center fielder Marcus Weber. 82 to 94 starting pitcher Sherman. 82 to 98 closer Pedro Eliz. 80 to 96 left fielder Danny Flores. What do you guys think? I'm seeing Sherman mentioned. I'm seeing Weber and Wild. Chat seems to like the center fielder Marcus Weber. Indiana man. Looks like Weber's going to get the vote here from chat. Going once on Weber. If you wanted Wild or Sherman, speak now or forever hold your peas. Center field was one of the big positions of need for you guys. Going once on Weber. Going twice. Weber's the guy. Marcus Weber making his way up to Vancouver. Consensus top 5 pick. There you go. In terms of a speed, yeah, I know that was cut off. He's fast. He's fast as fuck, boy. That's one of his best aspects. So, we'll sim ahead. Danny Flores ended up going to Colorado. Oh, good. They took 2 left fielders in consecutive drafts. Anyway, I couldn't have gotten Danny Flores, so it doesn't hurt as much. Sherman went 8th to Detroit. Let's go ahead and skip ahead to chat's next pick, number 39. And Pedro Eliz is still there. 82 to 98 potential for the closer. You got 72 to 95 for closer Bobby James. 72 to 95 for reliever Emil Ruiz. Then there was Dino Acosta, but again, he's 23. Everybody else aside from that is long shot. You know, high risk, high reward. 23-year-old closer Luis Navarro. Also 23 years old, though. 85 to 99 for the 22-year-old first baseman Andres Rodriguez, but you don't have him scouted. 80 to 99 for catcher John Dell, but you also don't have him scouted. So it's a reliever. Pedro Eliz was projected 15th. You got Bobby James at 12. Ruiz, I mean, everyone but Navarro was expected to be a first rounder. Shout out to Sarcastic Soap, by the way, for the 34-month soap. How are you tonight? Thank you for continuing to support my face. So again, Eliz, 21 years old, 82 to 98. James, 18 years old, 72 to 95. Ruiz, 18 years old, 72 to 95. Acosta, 23, but 87 to 98 potential. And then Navarro, 23 years old, 86 to 97. Eliz seems to be the shout. Looks like a good pick. Doesn't have 212 break. Yeah, we still got to jump in and watch that. Pedro Eliz is the pick for chat's A's. For myself, Fernando Rodriguez is still there. Super high risk, high reward for me. There's also shortstop Lee Lin. I don't like the potential range as much, even though he looks good defensively. Miguel Rodriguez. I mean, I got to risk it for Fernando, right? I mean, Miguel Rodriguez looks like he could also be tremendous. How do I not risk it on Fernando Rodriguez? Super boomer bust style player. I got to do it. I'm taking the first baseman, Fernando Rodriguez. I'm going to hope for the best. I'm up next at 66, chat. Pick number 69. There we go. Pick number 66. Miguel Rodriguez is still there. Tommy Tran. Barry Cox, who looks terrible. Oh, boy. Well, it's either Rodriguez or Tran. Rodriguez and Tran, both 18. The fact is, Rodriguez has a higher overall scale. Tran's a bit better potential. I'll risk it for Miguel Rodriguez, the starting pitcher. Back-to-back Rodriguez's Rodriguez for the Mermen. Chat at pick number 69. Mark Palma, 71-90. 80-99 for the 21-year-old catcher John Dell, who you've barely looked at. 57-89. Let's see, 61-92 for shortstop Shane McDonald. Doug Walk, big high risk, high reward third baseman. Colin Graves, a left fielder, 81-98 at 21 years old. 64-95 for right fielder Ron Venner. 58-92 for Cesar Quiones, who is available. 60-91 for Franco. 65-97 for John Kennedy. John Kennedy. You also got Rod Avery, who might not be that bad. Thomas John. It kind of dips from there. 74-98 for Greg Pennick. High risk, high reward. So a lot of options. I saw Dell mentioned a lot. I saw Graves mentioned. And JFK. So one more look at him. Again, chat, your next pick will be number 77. So one more look at him. You got Dell, 21 years old, 80-99, essentially completely unscouted. Graves at 30%, 81-98 at 21 years old. And then Kennedy, 15% scouted, 65-97. We will, let's see. What do we got here? You know what? I'm going to put a line in chat under that line. Vote for who you want instead of us putting up the poll. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Catcher, left fielder, or shortstop? We got Dell. We got Graves. Graves. Holy shit. Well, we got some pushback for Dell. It's a 2-horse race between Dell and Graves. Son of a bitch. Well, I am going to have to throw it to a vote here then. I'm going to have to. It's too close to call. Will it be Dell or will it be Graves? Again, hopefully the poll shows up for you on chat. If it doesn't, you should only have to refresh the stream. Do you think it is John Dell or Colin Graves? What do you think? Graves wins. It looks like Graves is getting the win here. Graves is getting the win. All right. Colin Graves off to Vancouver with pick number 69. Chat's up again at pick 77. Dell is off the board, but you still have this list of talent here. You got Doug Walk, 59-93, unscouted at 18 years old. Ron Venner, 94-95 at 18, 20% scouted. Quiones, 58-92 at 18, 5% scouted. Sam Franco, 60-91, soap, thank you, 19 years old. Rod Avery, 58-92. Pretty much everybody here is in best guess territory. And then Greg Pennick, 74-98 at 19 years old. So a reminder, oh shit, you got 20 seconds. Venner, Franco, Jean. Venner, Franco, and Jean have been mentioned. 10 seconds. Walk has been mentioned more often. Venner, it's between Venner and Walk. It's between Venner and Walk. And Walk gets it. Jack goes for the third baseman, Douglas Walk. It was close, but putting ya with the final vote. Got the deciding there. For me, let's see. Tommy Tran is the highest player projected at this stage. Barry Cox, funny name, but I'm going to go for the first baseman, another first baseman in this draft. Out of South Korea, Tommy Tran. Next pick belongs to Chad at 107. Sam Franco is still there, 60 to 91. 56 to 90 for Moya, 57 to 91 for Mora, 61 to 95 for Deacon Goldberg. 65 to 99 Polanco. 65 to 99 Sergio Barreto. 80 to 99 for David Tulibits. And that's about all we can look at. And then 76 to 90 for Paulino. What do you guys think? What do you think? There was a shout for Franco. There was a shout for Deacon Goldberg. Shouts for Tulibits. Another shout for Franco. Right now it's looking like it's between Franco and Tulibits. 10 seconds. Looks like David Tulibits is going to get the shout. The first baseman, David Tulibits, on his way to Vancouver. For me, Barry Cox, Walter Matsui. I mean, at best, I'd hope for like C potential with a good overall. I mean, shit, Matsui might not even be a D potential. And then there's Richie Molina. I could take a guy. Oh, man, I am running low on options. When's my next pick after this? 138. I'd have to hope that Molina's still there. Gonna go for starting pitcher Barry Cox. Welcome in, Barry. Chat's up next in the 5th round. Fred Paulino, the catcher's still there to 76 to 90. 23 years old, though. Anybody else? 68 to 92. 60 to 91 for Chris Richards. 69 to 90 for Hinton. 65 to 99, Geraldo Villanueva. 76 to 95, Joel DeYoung. 65 to 99, Chris Ibar. 68 to 90 for Richardson. 65-99 for Lance McKinnon. 74 to 93 for Albert Ellis. I mean, there's options. I did see a shout for Paulino. I mean, at this point, it's all best guess anyway. They're all eligible to you as well. There's a shout for Paulino. More shouts for Ellis. Ellis getting the votes right now over Paulino. A late vote for Villanueva, but Albert Ellis is going to get the win. What's up there for me? Richie Molina. No doubt the pick. Another Venezuelan. Welcome in, Richie. We go to round number 6. DeYoung, Richardson. I mean, DeYoung 76 to 95. Any disagreements on just going for Joel DeYoung? I mean, I could look elsewhere, but I got a feeling there won't be too many disagreements. I mean, like Johnny Belanger is there. Yeah, DeYoung's the guy. There you go. All right, chat goes for third baseman Joel DeYoung. For myself, it's between either Brian Nunez or David Rivera. It's a choice between a shit sandwich or a shit sandwich. I gotta go for Nunez because there's at least a chance he could be a C potential. Brian Nunez, welcome in. Oh, no selection. It's better than no selection, is it though? So that is the draft. That is the draft. Home Run Derby representative at the Trop. Juan Soto and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. have both made it for Chat's Athletics. Shohei Ohtani is there as well because, again, the patch made it so that two-way players could make it into the Derby. Let's see. Wow, today's already a day to sign draft picks. Okay, it's normally not that fast. Cervantes, Rodriguez, and Rodriguez. Mr. Cervantes has signed. Fernando, I can't go after yet. Miguel has signed. Tommy Tran, Barry Cox. Barry has signed. Brian Nunez has signed. And with that, I'm down to 3. For chat, Mark Weber, Pedro Eliz, and Douglas Walk. Mr. Weber declines initially. Tried to save a bit of money there. Pedro Eliz signs. Dougie Walk has a low interest, could be a factor here. Colin Graves has signed. I think you guys are on pace for another really good draft. DeYoung declines. And that's about all you can do right there for the moment. Again, a lot of blind picks, so the interest was always going to have to be built up. All right, so I have to work on it for chat here. Let's see who made the All-Star game. For you guys, Dylan Cease made it as the starter. I mean, he does have 156 strikeouts and a sub-2 ERA, despite the record. But Dylan Cease, the American League starter. And the rookie, Derek Hope, makes the All-Star game as well. Wow, what a year for you guys already. Make it 3. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., of course. 24 home runs, 69 RBIs, and a 305 average. And I imagine your last will be in right. Juan Soto, 26 home runs, 71 RBIs, and a 307 average. 4 All-Stars for Chat's Athletics this year. In the National League, I might only end up with 1 representative. William Contreras is an All-Star. I'll show you how the Derby went. I can check to see if either of you 2 won it. Yes, give me a second here. Yeah, I'm going to guess I have 1 All-Star. Correct, 1 All-Star. See, did Juan Soto win the Home Run Derby this year? 2025, so he did not win it. Did Vladdy? Neither of you guys won it. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Let's see. Marcus Weber signs. DeYoung also signs. So you guys are down to your final 3 here. You still got to work on for interest. And I am in the same boat. All right. Whoops. Next time out. Still can't go for anybody yet. Nor can you guys. Let's see. I don't want to review the draft block. Sign draft picks. There we go. Still chipping away at those guys. All right, Fernando Rodriguez has signed. Tommy Tran declines. All right, I still got 2 left, 8 days to go. For you guys, you're still very much closing in on being able to sign those last couple of guys. Easily your best season so far, and it's not even over. Albert Ellis has signed. You guys are down to 2 players left over the next little bit. Richie Molina declines. Tommy Tran signs. All right, so I'm down to 1. That being Richie Molina. The hopeful final day. Just give Richie Molina all the money. Thank you very much, Richie. So I have again signed my entire draft class. For chat, Tulabits has declined. Wow, that's surprising. And then Dougie, you still got to wait. Josh Lowe has been traded. Man, the Twins are going for it this year for Darren Hoffman and Jim Glynn. All right, let's see. Dougie Walk. Probably don't want a low ball. Let's go for Tulibits first. Tulibits is signed. Dougie Walk has signed, and Chat has their entire draft class as well. Trade deadline day. Brady House. That's a big deal. Brady House. To the Cardinals for Kirby Mayo, Jaime Juarez, and Adrian Palmeiro. Big trade there, and that was it. Not much going on deadline-wise. Let's take a look at our draft picks. We'll start off with Chat's Athletics. And Marcus Weber is another top 5 pick for you guys that is solid, but isn't elite. 21 being a 65 is good, and you'll never be upset about getting that in the first round, but still not like an elite player. The closer, Pedro Elias, yeah, he's pretty damn good. 69 overall, 21 years old, A potential. Chat's continuing to put a better team together. Colin Graves. The overall's a smidge low at that age, but he has the A potential to develop out of it. Dougie Walk, not so much. Very mid for Douglas Walk. Tulibits, good potential, but only a 50 overall at 21 years old is rough. Albert Ellis, same thing. 53 overall, 22 is rough, even with the B potential. And DeYoung is basically the same damn thing as him. So, not a terrible draft for Chat. Particularly the top 3 were all very solid. And then obviously the hope is maybe you'd get a trade offer for one of these guys in the future to flip them. Not a bad class. Not a bad class. For myself, made the right choice taking Edmund Cervantes first overall. 21 years old, 74 A potential. So a very good choice for me. Primary slider. Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. Again, it's not quite an 86 overall player, but I'll take that. Ski, we always check every single player, so due time. Fernando Rodriguez, not bad. 19B and a 55, that's not bad for me. Miguel Rodriguez, on the other hand, great overall at a great age, but only a D potential. That sucks. Tommy Tran, very mid. Very mid. Young, but still mid. Barry Cox, that's actually good. I thought he was going to be a D potential. 71 overall, 22 C potential. Pretty good for old Barry. Richie Molina, I got a good project right fielder. I'll take that. 18B and a 50. Brian Nunez, my 6th round pick, as expected, absolutely sucks. I think both of our teams did pretty well. Miguel just missed out on that C potential as well. That's a heartbreaker. But yeah, personally, I think both teams did very, very well. Let's take a look around the league. The New York Mets. Alfonso Padilla, strong pick. Not much else. Richardson's overall is brutal. The Phillies, yikes. John Dotson, the only B potential guy, and he's 22. Not a great draft for the Phillies. Aerator, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. I have been having a lot of fun with this game so far, that's for sure. That is for sure. Let's do all 40 rounds of the draft. Could you imagine? That would be amazing. I wouldn't complain. Washington. Not a great draft for them either. Fred Paulino, who you guys were looking at, is okay, but he's 23 and a 58, so never mind. Not a great draft for them. Chicago, Carlos Ortiz, good pick. Good pick. 21, 71 B potential. They didn't get much else, though. Not much else at all. Rough days in Cincinnati. Very rough days in Cincy. Buddy Fitzgerald's okay. He's a 58 at 20, but yikes. Milwaukee also not having the best time. Hey, that means Lee Lynn's going to be back in the draft next year. I'll take that. They did get Lance McKinnon. I mean, 48 overall at 18, but he does have the A potential. Time will tell. But this is looking like a weaker draft so far. Until Pittsburgh ends up with Ozzie Caruso. Dominican-born. Very good pick. Kirby Nakajima, he was the guy out of Mississippi that wasn't even available to me. Not a great draft for Pittsburgh either. The first pick was great, but St. Louis, not much going on in St. Louis either. Not a single B potential player. Arizona, Sid Huff, great pick. 18 years old, 69 overall. And Josh Diaz, also a great pick. You know, if you're going to kind of miss out from there, at least make sure your top 2 picks are really good. And they did. So, Colorado with Danny Flores. 62 at 21. Does that mean you want to trade me the left fielder you took last year? Dino Acosta, by the way, was a 66 overall at 23 with that A potential. That's not bad. The closer you got is better based on his age potential and such. So, Dodgers, Hank Drew, good pick. 61 at 18, A potential. They didn't get much else, though. San Diego, Jerome Clausen, solid pick. Not much else. Not much else. Oh my God. Nothing like a D potential for your first round. Oh my God. Dude, this draft was a minefield. They did get Alexis Polanco, which is an unbelievable steal. That guy would have been an outrageously good first round pick. That's a great steal. They needed it because the rest of that draft for them was bad. Baltimore, Johnny Delgado, great pick. Another Dominican Morin player. They got some good depth in there. They also got Rod Avery. That's a good pick. 18 into 61. And Esquivel is okay. 53 at 19 is a little bit low. Decent draft for Baltimore. Boston, Mauricio Villanueva, who I did not take. I chose the right starter, or the right pitcher, by the way. Villanueva solid, though. Hopefully I can get him in the future. Emil Ruiz, also a good pick. Carlos Guzman, also a good pick. So 3 very strong pitching selections for the Red Sox early in that draft. The Yankees with the other closer I didn't take, Federico Escalona. I really couldn't have gone wrong with any of the pitchers I could have taken early on. Escalona's great. I can hopefully end up with him in the future. Again, even if I don't end up with everybody that I want through the draft, they exist. And that's the key for me. There is at least some good talent being generated, which is so desperately needed. They also got Zach Root, which is a great pick, too. 60 overall at 19. Michael Pipp. Overall's a bit low. Tampa, Doug Bush, not a great pick. It's okay. Andreas Rodriguez is okay. 22 and a 61 is kind of rough. Outside of that, nobody too crazy. Toronto, Jeff Edwards, okay pick. 22, 66. That's okay. Not much else for him, though. White Sox, Junior Berger, what was he, the 2nd overall pick? He's okay. 21, 69 B potential. Not much else going on there for him, though, in terms of high potentials. Cleveland, Marcelo Sandoval, that's a tremendous pick. Cuban-born, tremendous pick. They also got Ron Venner, who you guys were looking at. He's okay. Geraldo Villanueva, out of the Dominican. Big-time project, but okay late pick. Not a bad draft for Cleveland. Detroit with Sherman. 21-70 and an A. That's a damn good pick. And Jim Henson, not Jim Henson, but Jim Henson, also a strong project. So 2 good picks at the top for the Tigers. Kansas City, Richard Coburn, good pick. Kevin Bartlett, decent pick. Not much else going on there. Ski, did you really? Ski, that was a hell of a typo. I'm gonna not put that one through. That was a hell of a typo on your part. Whew. Bot just saved you there. Minnesota, Russell Liu, who again, another eligible player for me. Didn't get him in the draft, but can hopefully land him in the future. JFK was a 50 at 18. 80 potential. Houston, Alfred Stubbs, okay pick, 56 at 18. Darren Prescott, pretty damn good pick with that high potential. He should overcome it. So, 2 good projects there for Houston. The Angels with Paul Wild, good pick. No surprise. John Dell, only a 53 at 21 years old. That's a bit rough. Harvey Hickey, that's a solid mid pick. Chris Ibar, also a solid late project pick. That's a good draft class for the Angels. Not bad. That brings us back to Chats Athletics. Again, very good class. Seattle missed with their first pick, but then took Luis Navarro, who's okay, 63 at 23. Sam Franco is solid. That's a pretty solid mid to late round pick. Texas, Elvis Miranda. That's okay. Rough draft otherwise. Deacon Goldberg was only a 50. Atlanta. A lot of teams missed in the first round. Pedro Reyes is solid, project. Gregory Pesky. Overall is pretty low for a 23-year-old. And that's that for the drafts. All in all, again, I think both of us did well. It could always be a little bit better, of course. In terms of contract extensions here, I don't care about Willie Sanchez. Eugenio. I would like to hold on to Eugenio. Even if it means I got to overpay you. Gio, I would also like to hold on to you. Because I don't have anybody else. Glenn Camp. Go up to the 1.1. Doesn't want to be locked into a contract that long. Are you kidding me? What if I just pay you more money? Yeah, there you go. Moises Gomez was a spring training signing for me. I'll look to keep him around. And then for the pitchers, Kionis he's already going to be looking for some big money in the future, man. Some big money. Juan Soto. There's a rookie year. Liam Hendricks, to be honest, I'm going to try to keep you. I mean, you're going down in flames here in terms of usability, but we'll keep you. Enrique Angeles. Ooh, he keeps getting better. The Angeles. Not looking that bad. See if I can save some money here. This guy's definitely made himself a bullpen option. Felipe Gonzalez is also mine. Try to save some money. What if I put you in the bullpen? There you go. I am going to check in-game now on Fulmer after we're done retaining these contracts here. That is the next step, is to check in on Fulmer and to see if it's actually that broken. Yusei Kikuchi, I got to keep you. I got to keep you until you retire. I don't even care. Don't even care. For chat, let's see who you guys have to worry about. They're not yours. JP Crawford, you might as well hold on to in the same way I'm holding on to other people as well. So let's do that club option. Get rid of him at the end of the year. Mike Yastrzemski is getting worse, but again, you might as well hold on to him until you get some better options. Derek Hope, of course, made an all-star game already. Pedro Ponce. And Michael Fulmer, you might as well keep as well. We haven't seen how well he's doing, but until you have better options, why not keep a man with 212 break? Richie Christensen's up to a 77 for you guys. He's loving life in the majors. Jim David's also gone up by 2 points this year. And then Peter Solomon wasn't yours. He was a rando filler that you can let go of. So, all right. So with that, your next game here is against the Dodgers. We're going to go into manage the full game. And we'll see what happens here in the old Kingdom. And we'll just kind of run this. Whoops, I meant to do quick manage, but you know what? We're going to jump into the game anyway, so it's fine. We'll manage once we're here, and then we'll see if the break is actually that broken. Let's find out. The old Kingdom. There's Mr. Richie Christensen. Oh, I forgot about that menu. It's pretty nice. Set picture, action, pitch strategy, brush back. Honestly, this is nice. Play ball, baby. Look at me, I'm the manager. Oof. Oh, it has your logo on the field. That's cool. So when can I get... Can I really not go to quick manage from here? It's not going to let me? Can I call time? Let me mound visit. All right, well, we're going to simulate the rest of this game. Oh, well, there we go. Stop. Stop it. Okay, there we go. Jump to quick manage. Christ. You guys are only down 1-0. Fast forward to the 6th inning. Let's go to the 6th inning. Okay, Christensen's still in. We'll jump to quick manage. I just realized I'm controlling the Dodgers for some reason. How the hell was I controlling the Dodgers? All right, let's just hit simulate and exit. Fuck this. I don't know what the hell is happening. You guys lost 7-3. It's fine. What the hell happened? Ender, we went through a draft, stuff like that, you know. The usual, as we call it. But right now, we're trying to see Michael Fulmer in this game is listed with 212 break. So I'm going to try to check to see if it's actually that broken in game. I just misclicked and it set us back a little bit. Shot to 2 home runs for Lars Nootbaar. So let's see. Play game. Quick manage. That'll be better. Back to Kingdom. Jim David on the mound. All right. So. Just swing away, boys. Simulate half inning. Let's just do that a bunch of times. Let's do that a bunch of times until Jim is tired. Jim's had a pretty good game. Son of a bitch, Jim. Quit pitching well. Well, now's the time. We'll enter the game. And we'll take control of old Fulmer and see if the break is just absurd. Would it be better to watch the AI do it? Or should we just take control of Fulmer? What do you guys think? I think we could just take control of him. Both. Ooh, both. I mean, yeah, why not both, right? Let's warm up our boy here. Get that mound visit in there. All right, Michael Fulmer. 212 break. Let's see if it is actually that hilariously broken. We'll go for the slurve.
In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
I mean,
All-star. He throws a slurve.
There was a decent amount of break on that.
And he works in a changeup.
I don't know if it's quite 212 worthy, you know? What about the cutter? Will the cutter go from all the way to the right, all the way over?
The 1-1 is.
I mean, honestly, it does look like he has a really high break. The next at bat, I'm gonna let the AI do it.
And down on strikes he goes.
Strikeout, baby.
Strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Oh, well, that was fine. We don't want to be sad this time. So if we go to team select and we go down the middle. All right, Fulmer. Hold on. Settings, presentation. Nope. I want cameras. Give me pitching view. Give us strike zone 1. Nope. Okay. It's not going to do it if it's AI. Good to know. Well, I tried. Let's switch that back to broadcast so I'm not confused later. All right, Fulmer. What's that pitch looking like?
Right through there for a strike.
It doesn't look particularly broken, right? Like, based on where he's aiming, 212 break, you'd expect it to, like, start at Christian Arroyo's ass and end up in the bottom left-hand corner.
And a foul ball.
It's not quite that. He is proven to be hard to hit, though. Also, shout out to the Mariners logos in the background.
That misses.
The Vancouver Athletics of Seattle. Yeah, it doesn't appear
Down on strikes.
to be particularly broken. So, yeah. It looks funny, though. It does look funny.
2 outs.
So, hey, at least we know. At least we know. As well, you wouldn't believe it, but the Dodgers win, Jesus Christ, 6-5 in extra innings. How the hell did that happen? What the hell happened there? Jesus. Adley Rutschman went off. That's what the hell happened.